Hi everybody, my name is Critical Carry and I'll be showing you one of my loadouts, which is considered to others speed hacking. Now I'm only making this video is because someone made a forum post about me using speed cheats. That's just a load of bullcrap. So the first thing you need is comment, blur, displacement field, and escape artist. Optional if you have a merciless answer, which I do, it does give you a 50% speed boost. Comet is your primary source of speed, since it will give you a total of 105, 115% movement speed at best, just by the weapon alone. So on full reload or explosive kill, 45% move speed and 10% life and shield steal for 5 seconds. This is your primary source or speed, including the mastery. You could either have the supreme version, which will give you a 50%, but 45% speed boost for 5 seconds after full reload is what you're going to be primarily using. So 90% speed boost on a full reload. That is 90%. That is faster than Blur itself. Now optional, you can roll your purple roll into 25% speed boost for 5 seconds after explosive kill, but you won't be using comment as a killing weapon. You'll be using it more of a harass or poking weapon to wither the enemy's HP down. So how I would use it is in PvP, if I do see someone at mid-range, I do shoot at them with comment and that will lower their shield to maybe a half, and then you can finish them off with a plank. However, you are really prone to people using bioweapons. The ones that give you poop shoes. Now, if I get a kill on this, it's a 115 or 105 movement speed, so let's do that. This is the speed you'll go at with Comet itself. This is without Blur. And this is faster than Blur itself. Now, to moving on to perks, you could, my preference is overcharge since you're already going so fast. But you can use Blur to give you the 50% extra movement speed. So that's already, hold on, I'll just do the calculations. 40% movement speed on reload, plus a 45% on mastery, plus 25% on the purple roll, plus 15% on the rig merciless onslaught. It's optional. 50% isn't that much, or 20% if you have movement accuracy on your weapon. That do not have 20% movement speed on your weapon because it feels totally useless. It's pointless. And now plus 50% on blur. That's 180% movement speed with blur. Now the other two perks you must get to be fully effective is displacement field and escape artist. Displacement field will make you move faster after your shield completely regens. So I can maybe show you that if you just down yourself a bit. Hold on. Oh, there you go. Now, when you let your shield regen, you should be able to gain that 40% movement speed. And the third perk you should get is escape artist. Now, when you lose your shield completely, it does give you a 45% movement speed for 5 seconds. So so in theory, displacement field and escape artist would not stack. It doesn't stack because by the time escape artist is in full effect or about to end, your shield, sorry, the perk is gonna wear off, and then that's when displacement field is gonna pop in. So theoretically, it should not stack. But if it did stack, that's 45% plus another 45% is 270% movement speed. Now this is when you get a kill on explosive and full reload plus if you get damaged. So let's see, we'll show you an exact example if this one of the rolls hit. One of them hit me, this is the max speed should be going out. And now displacement field should be popping in any moment. I don't think I got hit from the Volge actually. Hold on. Hurry up and hit me, please. It's not doing any damage, okay. Okay, here we go. So you have the 5% extra 25% kill on movement speed, displacement field, and blur. This is the max speed you'll go out in PvP. Now, if you're using this in PvP, there is a downside. Your long range is gonna suck. But your harass and short range should be really good because the second part of Hibernal Bernage, it does give you a 10% life and shield still. So if you have it playing with the default Nano Siphon, it's gonna be really good. So what you should do, an example of a fight is you shoot the comments mid-range and approach them and shoot them. Simple as that. Now, previously, before the recent patch of PvP, what I used to do is have comments plus until death, and that was really strong. It was too strong because you were going really fast and the enemy would go really slow. Where's my until death? Okay, here we go. This is the one. So you'll be running around and slowing people down, and you're basically just ending their lives, showing you the misery you can get in Defiant PvP. Let's see if there's any PvP actually. Yeah, there's some PvP, and I'll show you an example of this being in action. My commentary is very bad. My apologies for that. But let's get this set up. Where's my plank? Alright. Now the other perks, that's all up to you. It's all up to your personal preference. You don't have to copy my exact loadout. But I'm going to show you an example of this loadout being in use. It's really strong. In fact, it might be too strong. There's too many people around me. So the tactic of this loader is hit and run. And you'll be needing to refill your ammo quite fast in this case. So it's best to have a ammo spike or damage. If you do go for a damage spike, you can kill people with comment quite easily. Just put a damage spike behind a wall and you shoot the comment. And they'll die in 3 hits, 4 hits at best. Now note that if you do switch weapons, the mastery and the cooldown of Hibernal Bernage does reset. That is, I guess, one of the mechanics of Defiance. So on weapon... Oh, there's 2 people up there. Nope. Harass. Going for the kill. And you're out until you should regen. In this case, it should be 5 seconds for my shield to start to regen completely. That's close. Oh, never mind. Ooh, hello. Okay. Yeah, you can see already how strong this loadout it is, just by being really fast. Just making yourself hard to hit. Whoop, I might die here. I'm out of here, days. I'm out of here. Should be someone right over here. Nope. Okay, I guess not. No, I really don't do commentaries because I don't like to speak while playing. Just it doesn't let me focus on the gameplay. Oh, here he is. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, nope. Never mind. So this loadout is basically good in capture the flag or capturing any point. Because you can go to point A, point B, point C pretty fast. For example, I'll go to point A and just in a couple of seconds. No vehicles needed. Let's see if I can get my ammo to max first before I start doing anything. Okay, this is sufficient. So point B to point C. Let's see how fast I can go. Well, how long it would take. Shouldn't take that long. But do you remember that it will only give you 5 seconds of speed boost? So every 5 seconds or lower than that, you should... Oh crap, there's so many people here. Go! No! Okay, okay. I should not stood still, but that's what you should be looking at to do with this loadout. It does give you, you know, map presence. Everyone's gonna be afraid of you, and they'll be more focused on you than capturing points, because you'll be capturing points faster than there will be. And what I mean by map presence is just the enemy being aware, just being careful of where you're going, because you're the threats in the match once you use this loadout. And like I said, this loadout is quite powerful depending on how you use it. But I would not recommend using a comment with a sniper because your short range will badly pay. Oh, sorry. It actually wouldn't benefit at all short range actually. Yeah, it does let you escape, but damage wise, you're just gonna die. Oh, I was gonna use bio. Now you can get kills with combat on last hit to get the extra 25% minute speed, but it isn't necessary. 25% isn't as much as what you can get in overall in general, so it's something that you shouldn't be focusing on. So what you should be doing is capturing points and harassing your enemy players. If I can get to this point, it'll benefit me. I don't mind dying, because I need to replenish my ammo. And if you do run out of ammo, what you can do is you can kill yourself. Whoops. And I'll basically complete your ammo for you. And it's faster to travel to a point as well. That's one of my PvP tips as well. If you see that the point is getting captured, you can go kill yourself and go and revive at that spawn point. That's one of the fastest way to travel.
Let's go!
Nah, people are gonna be up on top of the stairs. Ooh. And remember, combat does give you a 10% life steal. Oh yeah, for this load to be effective, you need to get a fast shield that can regenerate your shield quite fast. Primarily you need a respark weapon, but in this case I have the armor test shields, which does give you 4 plates, and I believe 5 seconds or 4 seconds for it to be... Is someone behind me? No. For it to start regaining your shield. I'm out of ammo. Oh. Hello there. And he's dead. Nope. Whoop. Yeah, combat is not a weapon you should use to kill. If you do run out of ammo or bullets for your plane, just run and reload. This guy's dead. I'm pretty sure once this video gets released, there's gonna be a high price on Comet. Because it is quite effective for PvE as well if you do want to speedrun an expedition.